Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amira binti Amiruddin.
Hey, Assalamualaikum. My name is Syaira Tunisa.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Nafi Farhan.
Hi, my name is Nazira Nafisa.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shukri Atli bin Sidi.
So first of all, I'm gonna present about the company background. So our company name is NAFS Team Corporation. This acronym of NAFS, which is NAFS, is derived from the new brief that has become to the new norm from Malaysia community following the COVID-19 outbreak. NAFS Team Corporation is an organization that offers consultation service and program management to breathe new life into Malaysian community through awareness campaign. Besides, it collaborates with the government and local agencies to deliver an effective prevention program, which is lead community outreach to build awareness around effective prevention strategies. Lastly, NAFTA Corporation has helped to improve the quality of life of the Malaysian community by continuing to expand existing the program and new program that help children and adults and the whole community.
Next is company achievement and certificate. This is some of our company achievement, which is the first one is the first certificate we got after our establishment. We received the best project award as a result of successfully running a mental health project in 2010. The award was presented by the Director General of Health of Columbia Asia Hospital. And the second one is the latest achievement that we got in 2018. NAFS Team Corporation have achieved its first ranking in the Best Ranking Project Management Companies and Consulting Firm Award that is a result in providing a broad range of advisory, service, support, and technical talent to help an organization on achieve the successful project outcomes. Next is the company profile. This is our company profile. As you can see here, our company is a corporation company which is located at Seremban Negeri Sembilan. There is our fax number, email, and website. And plus, the date we register our company is on 19 November 2009, and we commenced the organization on the 1st January of 2010.
NAF Team Corporation consists of 5 main members in this organization, where each has its own position and role. The CEO of this organization is Amira. Shukri is the head of the audit department, Nazira and Nisa in position of finance department and administration department respectively, and me holding the position of the public relations department. The project organizational chart for NAFS Team Corporation lists 5 important positions in the project. The first is the project manager held by Nisa, where 4 other positions are held by Shukri for logistics, Nazira for the advertisement and marketing, Amira finance department, and I holding the position in the multimedia department. The Embracing New Norms campaign shows a clear picture of the aims and being translated through a number of objectives as follows. The first objective is foster public awareness of the practice of Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) in addressing the spreading of COVID-19. Second, developing the strategy planning on the Embracing New Norms campaign and help the government to reducing the number of COVID-19 infections. The last objective is to embracing the new norms campaign that has a big impact on the people of the Negeri Sembilan and other peoples.
So next part is activity or events. In this project, there are several activities or program has been planned to attract the attention of the public, and it will be categorized under few elements such as advertisement, public relation, direct marketing technique, community engagement, online and social media. So let's go to the first event. Under advertisement, NAFS Team Corporation intend to place billboard with the message together to end COVID-19 along the side of the road. It is because billboard are so popular is that they are guaranteed to be seen. Billboard advertisement also make it extremely to target a specific audience demographic. With today's technology, there are ways to create a demographic breakdown to show where the majority target audience that tend to go, and then team project will position the billboard where they will be seen by this exact demographic. Thus, billboard advertising is excellent for raising campaign awareness and reaching as many people as possible because they are located in such crowded location, and as it has the maximum number of views and impression where compared to other marketing strategies. Other than that, now project team also have planned to advertise this campaign through radio. On this part, our project team have planned to make a COVID-19 podcast as called as Corona Pod. As we all know, the coronavirus pandemic has led to a significant change in the day-to-day routine of million people, and some of the people might be like to spend their free time to listen to the radio and get information about the COVID-19. Therefore, this podcast will be fixed their leisure time with the new knowledge of COVID-19. On this part, NAFS teams will structure the program tentative, and then will be conduct a meeting with the radio station and deal with the company in order to collaborate for this program. After that, we gonna invite a guest panel such as a professional doctor or else in order to discuss about the COVID-19 issue in this podcast.
Next, we utilize public relations in order to persuade the target audience to participate in this campaign. The first activity is newsletter. A newsletter is used to widen the campaign's reach as it could enlighten and educate the public about updates pertaining to the campaign. Besides that, the public also will be informed about any upcoming events such as the vaccination day and the COVID-19 press conference. Therefore, a newsletter is a great tool to educate and to inform the public about this campaign as it has a higher engagement rate compared to social media. Second activity is briefing local media. In order to carry out a successful media campaign, it is essential to have a good briefing. The briefing should be concise and detailed, including information such as the title of the campaign, the objectives, the duration of the campaign, and the target audience. In this way, the journalists and others from the media could understand better about this campaign, and they could make a good coverage to attract the public's attention. The third activity is press briefing, or also known as press conference. Organizing a press conference provides a purpose to spread the news about this Embracing New Norm campaign. On top of that, we will also invite the Director General of Health Malaysia, Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, to introduce to the public about this campaign and emphasize on the new techniques to live with the COVID-19. The fourth activity is launch event. It refers to a planned effort to showcase this new campaign to the public. The goal is to ensure everyone is aware about this campaign as it is one of the initiatives in fighting COVID-19. Therefore, if this launch event is successful, it could help to boost the company's reputation as well as the engagement towards the campaign. The last activity is media relations. It involves working with the media with the purpose of informing the public about this campaign. The media coverage will help to convey the important message about the campaign to the public. When this media relations strategy works well, it can be an effective tool to give this campaign both awareness and credibility.
The method to delivering this project by doing the direct marketing techniques. Direct marketing is a promotional strategy that sends a message directly to the people. The NAFS team planned various activities to make this project a success. The first activity is to use the door-to-door techniques. These techniques to be implement COVID-19 screening. By that, venue will be chosen in around the Negeri Sembilan. The next activity is the newspaper. The use of this activity to give a coronavirus live update. We will collecting the update data about the COVID-19 to insert the content to the newspaper. Our NAFS team will deal with the selected newspaper companies to carry out these activities. We chosen newspaper because this technique because it is to focusing on the older people. Next, we use the television to provide the information on how to fight COVID-19. We will call an expert information panel for the program to explain the way to fight this COVID-19. Besides that, we also use kiosks as our techniques. We will be putting up our kiosks in malls around the Negeri Sembilan. At the kiosk, we will giving the flyers on doing 3M, which is washing your hand, wearing face mask, and watch your distance. This is to avoid the COVID-19. The last direct marketing technique is using leaflet. We will set up a team to distribute the flyers, distribute the handouts that will provide the information on parenting during this COVID-19. This information given how they manage their children during this pandemic.
The next method of delivering this project is by focusing on the community engagement that aims to be better engaged of community to achieve the long-term and sustainable outcomes. In this section, NAFS team planned various activities to make this project successful. The first activity was the COVID-19 and Vaccination Forum. This forum was aimed to give exposure to the audience about the COVID-19 and vaccinations. This forum was presented by the expert from the consultant agencies. This forum will be held at the several places in order to achieve the project objective of 100% engagement of people in Negeri Sembilan. The next activity is the COVID-19 Roadshow exhibitions. The exhibition was aimed to promote the COVID-19 awareness by using the visual aids to attract more audience and give more understanding. For this roadshow, NAFS team will be collaborating with the experts such as the Ministry of the Health Malaysia, the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, and others. Next activity was the Community Talks program. This program was aimed to have close interaction with the audience and provide counseling sessions. Other than that, the school visit is the one of the activity in this community engagement. Several schools will be selected to run this new normative life program that will give exposure among children about the new normative and the SOP. Lastly, the community workshop. The workshop will be focused on the retreat and energize module to motivate the audience. The workshop will be conducted by the consultations agencies that will give the motivational talks and tips and tricks about the life.
Furthermore, there are also few activities will be organized through online method. One of them is through website. On this part, NAF team plan to create a website which namely the whole nation together against COVID-19. This purpose of this website is to share about the current issue of the COVID-19, how to raise awareness to community about the new norm, and also many more useful knowledge will be updated and discussed in this website. In this section, project teams will keep the website and content up to date with the creative design in order to attract community to reach. In addition, this campaign awareness also will conduct an online program through the Zoom meeting. This program, namely COVID-19 Diary, which is a lockdown stories. In this program, some professional guests are invited to share their experience throughout the lockdown. After that, the audience that join the program can also ask questions or exchange opinion during the Q&A session. On the other hand, this online program organized is to open up event audience to qualify audience from any part of the globe. Therefore, people can join it even from the home. It also offers more opportunity for collaboration and community building than in-person event to can offer.
Next, we use social media as a communication tool in conducting this project. Social media are considered to be effective marketing tool as this due to its high engagement rate. So, first activity is using the Twitter platform, which we will run the program using the power of hashtag by putting the hashtag in every single content that we are going to post. It can boost the engagement and reach more people on SOP awareness and compliance during the pandemic. In addition, we also host a Twitter chat where we can communicate with our audience and spread the awareness of our campaign by emphasizing the power of social distance, face mask, and hand sanitizer in combating the COVID-19. So, next, we use the Facebook platform in spreading the awareness of COVID-19. This program entitled COVID-19 Infection, Myth or Facts As you know, Facebook is a platform where the conspiracy can easily spread in the community. For example, the coronavirus vaccine will be used to inject the microchip into our body to track us, and the belief that COVID-19 does not exist. So, by running the campaign, we are pressuring the public about the truth of COVID-19, and we will be collaborating with the health experts to spread the awareness about the virus. The third communication platform is using a blog. In this part, we are choosing the WordPress in delivering the COVID-19 information and initiative to the public. Using this platform, we will deliver the latest information and initiatives such as the free swab test conducted by the government in their nearby area. We will also convey info by sending out a blog newsletter where we will send an email to notify our subscriber that we have published a new blog post. This will make it easier for people to click and access to our blog. Next, we are using the YouTube platform, which will involve video creation and live stream to run this campaign. This activity is called the Coronavirus Explained and What You Should Do, where it emphasizes on the interest of the community in complying with the SOP. The program is conducted in collaboration with the influencer and artists, as they have more fans and audience, so it will make it easier for us to attract the audience to join our campaign. And lastly, we are using Instagram, where we make a draw your mask contest, which aim to attract the audience to wear masks during this pandemic. So, by having a beautiful mask, they will be more motivated to comply with the SOP, such as wearing the mask. So, in this contest, the first winner will get 500 ringgit, the second winner will get 300 ringgit, the third winner will get 150 ringgit, and a consolation for two participants worth RM 100 ringgit each. So, the design of the first, second, and third winner will be used in the production of the mask, and it will be sold to the interested people. Next is project schedule. Okay, the time period of the project is 2 years, which is 547 days. And the project will be started on the 1st September 2021 to 30 August 2023. And the working hour for our teams is 8 hours daily and 5 days per week. And we are not working on the Saturday and Sunday. As you can see, this is our work breakdown structure of WBS. There are 6 communication tools, which is advertisement, public relation, direct marketing, community engagement, online, and social media platform. Each of the communication tools contain 5 activities to be conducted. Next, this is our Gantt chart, which is the first activity start on 1st September 2021 and the last activity end on 30 August 2023.
Next is technical section. Even though the NAFS teams have experience in handling many programs, technical problems could happen unexpectedly even after careful planning has been made. Throughout the observation, our team has identified technical problems that often arise, and initial measures has been made to address these problems. Therefore, this technical section could be used as future references in agenda setting. The first problem is unclear project planning. A project can be jeopardized by ill-defined goals or goals that lack objectives. The absence of clearly stated goals could lead to excessive confusion and miscommunication, as well as the failure to meet crucial deadlines. Therefore, the NAFS teams have come up with some solutions, such as organize a launch meeting to communicate the objectives of the project to ensure everyone is on the same page. Besides that, we also adapt smart rules of goal setting and utilize the project management software to enhance the effectiveness of the project planning. By identifying the technical problems and provide effective solutions, it could help to improve the customer satisfaction.
The second technical problem was the unexpected delay on the transportations and logistics. NAFS team also committed to solve the problem by maintaining good interdisciplinary relationship with the transporting and logistic agencies. Next, backup planning is important as it is an alternative way if the original works doesn't work. Other than that, having a clear communication is an advantage to acknowledge any symptom of the problem. From this solution, the audience can get a clear and continuous information. Besides that, they will increase the interactions and engagement toward the program.
Last technical problem is inefficient work system and performance. It may be solved by providing training and development to the teams. Second, by the application of modern technologies aid system, for example, cloud-based system. The benefit from this solution will able to improve work performance, more efficient, and increase job satisfaction and morale among the team, and also can develop resource more simply set up and scale workload.
Next, I'm going to elaborate on the cost section. Cost section refers to summarize for all the costs incurred in this project through the cost element. It includes costs such as personnel costs, contingency fund, utilities, logistics, marketing, materials, as well as food and beverages. The budget allocation for this Embracing New Norm campaign is 1 million ringgit, so the treasurer has distributed the money accordingly to ensure that this campaign could run smoothly. As for the contingency fund, 25% of the budget given, which is 250,000 ringgit, is designed to support any insufficient part, especially in preparing for the events. Next, half of the budget is specified to pay for personnel costs, which includes manager labor and indirect labor. Besides that, we have provided an ample amount for food and beverages to cater everyone who is involved in this project. To increase the awareness about these Embracing New Norm campaigns, we have allocated 10,375 ringgit for marketing purposes, and the material cost only required 4,120 ringgit. Moving on, the budget for the utilities is 16,800 ringgit, whereas the logistic cost, which comprises of fuel, transport, maintenance, and the price of the tickets, are accounted for 6,400 ringgit from the budget.
Next part is risk analysis. Risk analysis is a process of identifying the factors that may affect the project success. Several risks in the areas of performance risk, human capital risk, external hazard risk, schedule risk, and strategic risk has been identified. So let's go to the first risk. So for the first risk is performance risk. Performance risk can be defined as the possibility that the project will failure to generate the result that are compatible with the project requirement. On the other side, this performance concern may arise as a result lack of the team planning session. This means that occasionally a project fail due to a lack of planning among the project teams, and it happens when they do not have a real time to access the new information. Furthermore, a lack of communication also might contribute to poor project performance. It can be evident when the manager does not disclose enough information on change in the project strategy that will be lead other project teams to fall short of expectation. It also may occur when teammates fail to share knowledge, objective, priorities, and workflow among themselves.
The next risk analysis is the human capital risk. Human capital risk refer to the problem of the organizational resources that will affect the organization performance and goal. NAFS team have found several problems regarding of this human capital. Therefore, among the risks that have been identified are such as the problem on lack of knowledge, skill and ability (KSA), motivational problem, and hard constraints. The KSA problem is due to the unfit individual in the job description. The motivation problem is due to the long commitment of the 2 years duration toward the project, while the health constraints become the threat of the human capital, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic.
The third risk is external risk, which can be defined as the risk beyond the control of the project management or the organization. External event leading to the external risk and cannot be managed or expected with a high degree of reliability by the company. So the associated risks are therefore difficult to reduce. To be related with the new NOM campaign, it will be quite challenging as the spread and infection of the COVID-19 is unpredictable within the 2 years of the project being carried out. The environmental risks, government legislation, economic and market conditions are fragile during this time, hence it is difficult for the company to minimize this risk so that the ongoing projects, especially those carried out outdoor. This is because the mass gathering can increase the rate of COVID-19 infections. Yet, despite the use of hand sanitizer and social distancing measure is implemented, as it is difficult to minimize the risk since it is depend on the individual compliance and behavior. Moreover, the government regulation can change according to the current situation of the COVID-19 pandemic. An increase in the case in some places will cause the government to do a lockdown or maybe a movement control order MCO. Therefore, if our project area is involved, it might have an influence on the project timeline, delay, or even worse, result in the project being terminated.
Next is a schedule risk. It can be defined as a planning procedure that is designed to improve the project's predictability and performance. It also acts as a linkage of project risk information to the project timeline in order to deliver accurate information for certain activities so that the possible impact of uncertainty on the project's cost and duration can be evaluated. According to the Project Experience Risk of Information Library, there are three sources of schedule risk, namely delays, dependencies, and estimates. To relate with this campaign, for example, if the project is scheduled to be completed by 30 August 2023, but this project is delayed by around 15 days due to the unforeseen weather risk, therefore, this project will be overdue.
Last risk analysis is strategic risk. Strategic risk is the risk that come from the fundamental decisions made by the management that are important to the organization objective. NAFS team have found problem regarding the strategic risk. Therefore, the risk that been identified is the effect of the risk sensitivity on the management and the financial decision. And second is the economic risk and the technical development. The effect of the risk sensitivity on the management and financial decision is do decision about the organization product or service. While economic risk and technical development is do the competitive risk because there are other organizations similar to NAFS team.
So, based on this table, it is clear that the likelihood of the risk occurring is at the medium level. This is due to the fact that it could occur depending on the situation. If team members are extremely sensitive with the project, it is possible that these risks may not materialize immediately and that the project will continue to function smoothly. Furthermore, if this hazard arise, they may have an impact on the medium level. This is due to the fact that it may be overcome as a whole with the collaboration of all the team members. It also may be possible to resolve it without the involvement of the third parties. Therefore, project team must play their roles in order to solve any possibility or risk that may be encountered and avoid project performance that will be affected. To overcome the lack of proper planning in project management, project leader must play their role by conducting weekly meeting with other managers to follow up all the progress of tasks that have been directed and also make plans for each corner of the activity that carry out in detail, including make the emergency preparation for each planned activities. On the other hand, to ensure the effective communication between all the team members project, which is project managers should cooperate with the project management software in the market in order to ensure that all of the tasks are updated. These collaboration technologies not only make it easier for managers to carry out their responsibilities, but they also assure the greater project transparency and the team accountability. This can be accomplished through features like comment, mention, and other similar features, as well as the use of numerous communication medium like email, SMS, and other social media.
The next metrics table was the human capital risk. In this part, the NAFS team found that the problem was low motivation, lack of knowledge, skill, and ability, and as well as the health constraints. Based on the observations, the likelihood of the risk occurring was medium, as well as the impact of the human capital was medium. Although the risk was labeled medium in the risk metric level, the risk should not be taken lightly. Project managers should play the roles to identify and solve by providing rewards to boost motivation, provide training and development program, as well as the health assessment of the standard operating procedure (SOP) practice. Therefore, this mitigation measure will promise to solve problem of human capital risk.
The reassessment for the external risk is for the risk description, which is the spread of infection of COVID-19, the change of government regulations such as the implementation of the MCO or lockdown. So the likelihood of the risk occurs is high as some of our event, which is outdoor, will involve many people and many audience or participants. So it is high for the risk to be happen. So the impact of the risk occur is also high because if such incident happen, it may damage the company reputation as well as result in the increase in daily COVID-19 cases or even formation of the new cluster, or it might also have an influence on the project timeline delay, or even worse, result in the project being terminated. So the mitigation measure is under the responsibility of the project manager and logistic manager. NAFS Corporation will provide a support plan for all projects involving public gatherings such as CSR, COVID-19 exhibition, and community talk. So, as a second plan, this program can be done in two methods, namely online and physical. Physical audience will be selected or which are limited and only a specific quantity according to the government rules. A careful plan will be implemented in coordination with the strict compliance to SOP. 1 meter distancing, broad area, as well as the supply of disinfectant device in the area will be provided to protect the safety of all participants. Um, Next, the person in charge will be responsible for making preparation such as selecting an appropriate platform, and they also will make a preparation for both online and physical event just in case if they need to choose which one is suitable. So the company will conduct a simulation and training for the project team so that they can make adequate preparation and deliver the finest and higher quality service to the public.
The risk assessment for the schedule risk as for the risk description is incapable of finishing the projects on time. Besides that, having an impact on the project's cost estimation and the duration of the project. Next, the likelihood of the risk occurring is high and the impact if the risk occur is also high. Therefore, proactive measures such as identifying the number of critical paths, eliminate activity dependencies, as well as incorporate regulations to the project plan should be taken.
Last metric table is strategic risk. NAFS team found that the problem because of the effect of risk sensitivity on the management and financial decision. Second is economic risk and the technical development. Based on the observation, the likelihood of the risk occurring and the impact if the risk occur is high. Project manager and financial manager should play the role to identify the risk by update and upgrade the system before the event. Second is develop as well-planned strategy to overcome change, and better service will be made by adopting SWOT analysis method. Therefore, this will solve the problem of the strategic risk. Control system or project control system can be defined as the data collection, management, and analytical procedure applied for the purpose of predicting, understanding, and constructive, influencing the time, cost, and result of the project. The importance of having the project control system can resolve any related issue of the project. Without this project control system in place, costs and delay can quickly escalate into large sum of money and have a negative impact on other sections of the company. NAFS team cooperation lists 5 control systems in this project, which is project estimation, project schedule, project budget, value management, as well as performance measurement.
A project budget is a tool used by the project manager to estimate and structuring an amount of cost that is needed to complete a project. Project budget is important as it's an essential element of securing project funding. By building up the project budget, the organizations can set a target needed to perform the project. Besides that, the well-planned project budgeting is useful instrument for cost control tools, as the allocation of the budget will be acts as the framework of the measure the level project actual cost versus the approved budget. Throughout the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, various cost-related problems can be affect budget planning. NAFS team use a various ways to ensure the required budget is adequate by using strategic budgeting planning technique. Moreover, the expertise possessed from the past project handling can be further reassured the NAFS team will successfully manage the project budget.
The next control system is Earned Value Performance Management or EVPM. EVPM refers to the project management technique for measuring the project performance and progress in an objective manner. It is an effective tool in managing the project performance by relying on the final cost, schedule, duration incurred to complete the project. So this tool allows to evaluate and control the project risk by measuring the project progress and providing an accurate forecast of the project performance problem, which this software manager can acquire exact data on the project detail in terms of the project cost estimate and time duration. In comparison to the traditional approach, it is more effective tool since it allows user to monitor the current progress on the activity at the same time. As a result, this tool not only benefit the company but also the customer by increasing the consumer trust in the company capacity to manage the project, identify early problem, and providing a clear objective cost and schedule status.
Next is performance measurement. Performance measurement can be referred as the process of analyzing, finding, and applying certain measurement. The goal of performance measurement is to generate goals and valuable information on organizational performance that can help management to make better decisions, accomplish success, and to improve overall performance. Furthermore, from the standpoint of marketing, performance measurement is defined as determining the level of efficiency and effectiveness of a given action. On this part, performance measurement for the project framework by the NAFS Corporation project team will be reviewed through feedback from the participant via the distribution of evaluation form for the physical event, or else review via the Google form for the virtual events to evaluate the activities involved. It entails measuring participant satisfaction with the activity carried out, the program location, and the program advantages and disadvantages. Besides, monitoring social media activity also can be used to assess a program effectiveness. On this part, Participants also can decide to publish and share their thought on the event that they are attending on any of their social media account.
Next is project schedule. A project schedule can be defined as a timetable that shows when actions or events are expected to begin and to finish. Furthermore, it also outlines what must be accomplished, which resources should be utilized, and when the project must be completed. Scheduling also acts as a guideline to work with throughout the project, whether it is developing project plans, time frame, cost projections, or work breakdown structure. Hence, in this project, we have decided to use work breakdown structure to divide the work among team members. For example, in this Embracing New Norm campaigns, there are 6 elements under Level 1, comprises of the advertisement, public relations, direct marketing technique, community engagements, and online activity. After that, we will assign a resource person to handle these activities.
A project estimation is a projection of how much money and time it will take to accomplish a project over a certain time frame. Each company will create an estimate by determining how much will the estimated cost of the project to be completed. In most of the contexts, the project team is in charge of the estimating projects. Project estimation is important to do in the NAFS team project planning so that the planned project may operate smoothly without creating problem of lack of cost, time, and resource. In the Embracing New Norms campaign, cost estimate and schedule estimate are used to estimate the amount of the needed cost as well as the project's duration. The NAFS Team Corporation has come up with a pretty strategic plan to make this Embracing New Norm campaign a success. Therefore, NAFS Team Corporation is committed to organizing activities in an orderly manner, and this is a network diagram that has been planned. In fact, this project started on 1 March 2021 and will be completed as planned on 28 February 2023.